channel right now, and we want to be mindful of words that we're using in the chat. Okay? So, thank you. Welcome if you're new. Thank you if you're returning to my channel. It's an honor to be able to have a channel on YouTube, and I appreciate the follows and all the views. Like, I look at my view count and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of people who are invested in what it is that I have to say. So thank you for that. Okay, today's topic is who's to blame? Who's to blame if Aaron Carter's murderers go free? Who's to blame? 50% of the problem would rest on you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. And when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, which means I'm talking to us. So now from the thumbnail, you saw that Melanie and Louis still are in contact with each other. Good night to everybody except for, okay, because she wants to point out him because she's still in communication with him. Part of her uses him as the blackmail because he's engaged to somebody else, but she had his child. Prance is his kid. Okay, so she's giving a shout out, letting everybody know that, oh, he's not talking to anybody but me. Okay, that was letting you know that she's still talking to him. Okay. So, and then you have Check the Star, who went to Aaron's postage stamp sized gravesite, and with all the flowers. Now, who knows? Does anybody know why a bride walks down the aisle with a bouquet of flowers? Raise your because they used to only take baths back in the day, not showers. And so the bride would wear flowers walking down the aisle to cover the smell. That's the same reason why they have flower displays at funerals, because it covers the smell of the decaying body that everybody's walking around. So when Check the Star brought all the flowers to cover up Aaron's plaque, because that's what he was doing, he was like, oh my God, I almost missed it, because like it was so small and we were all the way at the end and it's down at the bottom, way back in the corner. Okay. Check the Star brought all those flowers because why? Because he wanted to cover up the stunk. I'll just put all these flowers over here in front of Aaron's grave and maybe people won't see it. Maybe I'll just cover up the stench of the dead body. Because Check the Star was in on it. He was there, okay? So he knows things. He knows more, all right? So we know that Louis in contact with Melanie, so that just means that he lawyered up, okay? Because he's crickets to everything else, so that cost him his career. Check the Star, still a clout chaser, okay, because he'll use any little scrap of, oh, it said Aaron Carter on it to try to resell it to keep his career going. But if any of these people, and Lori Knight, which is Nick Carter's manager, because she wants to be known as Nick Carter's manager, okay? She doesn't want to be known as Aaron Carter's manager because when she was Aaron Carter's manager, she molested Aaron Carter. That's why she doesn't go around saying that she's Aaron Carter and Nick Carter's manager. She just says that she's Nick Carter's manager because Aaron fired her when he was molested by her, okay, is the one that needs to go down for the hired hit, in my opinion. So if people that were involved, like Louis, Melanie, Check the Star, Betty, ATM Richie's incarcerated, I understand that, and they let Betty go because they did have Betty arrested, okay? But if people get away with murdering Aaron Carter, the reason why is because of you. Because you people didn't do enough, didn't say enough. sponsored the wrong people. It's partially you because the government officials, it's we the people, they're a municipality. They work for us. They work for us. It's their job to investigate any information that we give them. So any free time that you have, you need to be dialing, okay, those numbers to get answers. Dialing numbers, phone numbers, emailing, doing everything you can to get answers, okay? You know who to ask for when you call Lancaster Sheriff Station. You need to ask for Detective Ray Lugo. Cupid, you need to ask for Detective Ray Lugo, okay? 27-year homicide detective. Just keep calling and leaving messages until he calls you back. You can't expect just to call one time and for them to call you back. And record the phone conversations like I have. So you have proof that you did it. Okay? But if the people who committed these crimes are walking around and just basically avoiding jail time, then that's your fault because you didn't do enough. You didn't do enough. If you want something done, you've got to do it yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to let TMZ know that you don't say hi, Cupid. Say hi. Good morning. Let them know that you don't appreciate them celebrating toxic behavior, such as people being accused of sexual assault, when they should be reporting the facts and getting the girl's side too. But they're biased because they work for the same family. They're all on the same team, okay? So you have to stop supporting the people who are on that team. That includes Warner Brothers, that includes Fox, that includes ABC News. When you start taking out the companies and not utilizing the companies that are on the same team, you're going to see it's a very thin line. It's a very slim pickings, okay? But it's what you have to do if that's what you believe in, okay? You have to boycott Disney World and Disneyland and Epcot, okay? And you can't be watching the Warner Brother movies or the sitcoms. You can't be giving them any of your voting dollars. You just can't do it. You can't do it. Not if you really believe that Aaron Carter was murdered, then you have to be part of the solution, otherwise you're part of the problem. So reach out to TMZ and let them know you don't appreciate them celebrating toxic behavior on behalf of the brother, making it seem like he's just a completely innocent guy who isn't being accused of sexual assault in 3 different states by multiple different women. You need to let them know that you don't appreciate that and you don't want to see more of that, just like I do. And I don't want to hear the Backstreet Boys songs. I'm sorry, but I don't. They had their time, they made their money, now they need to move on and make room because they no longer serve me as far as entertainment, because now all I can think about is that article from 1997 about how AJ witnessed Molly Golightly, okay, who went under a different name back then, and Nick Carter sexually assaulting a 15-year-old minor. Okay? So I don't want to hear Backstreet Boys music. I don't. So they're going to try and get you any way they can with their subliminal messages, all right? And you have to be the smart person, the educated person, the wise person, and make decisions. So you can be a part of the Justice for Aaron group, but you need to start standing up against the same team that took him down because it was years in the making, all right? So start asking Melanie if she'd be willing to take a paternity test with Louie over there, Louie the daddy. She's mad because he's not giving her any money for the kid that they made, okay? Prance Lyric Carter is who? A product of Melanie and Taylor. That's not Aaron's biological child. She's just saying it looks like it could be, okay? She doesn't show you, and at no time has she ever proven, nor can she, that that's Aaron's child, because it's not. We actually have DNA that the baby doesn't match Aaron's child, okay? So just ask her to prove it, because she can't. She can't. But she can prove that it's Taylor's child, her and Taylor's child. Anyway, as I'm wrapping up today's video this morning, good morning, I just want to say thank you again for all the donations, all of the support, all of the likes, the shares, and the memberships. I do appreciate it. And remember, you're either part of the problem or part of the solution. So do what you can to boycott certain companies until justice is served in the legal system, if that's where you want justice to be served. I'm not listening to the radio anymore because I don't want to hear on iHeartRadio about Nick Carter being canceled and some woman crying about it. Okay, what if it was your daughter that was sexually assaulted at a concert venue? He's crying because he can't poach the crowd like he used to. He doesn't need the money. Remember, the family doesn't need the money. He doesn't care about the money. He wants to be a predator and go to those meet and greets and have access to the young girls that go through the line. That's why he's crying, okay? Because his cover's been blown and he can't just go ahead and cherry pick the disabled people or the weak people or the young girls and get them all hyped up on some kind of VIP juice, okay? And then molest them. That's why he's crying, because he doesn't need the money. He told you, I don't need to perform. What he needs is to fill his sick addiction that's in his head, which is taking advantage of minors, okay? That's why he's crying, okay? Because now he's going to be stuck up in Montana, and who knows how he's going to be able to get his next victims. But I'm going to tell you, he's like a drug addict, any kind of addiction. He's going to be he's very disappointed he's going through withdrawals because he can't be taking advantage of the 15-year-olds, okay? So keep in mind that you can help push the karma bus along. Every little bit helps, okay? So with your energy, with your thoughts, okay, start eliminating him out of the universe and putting him over there on the naughty list where he belongs, okay? Because you're part of the conscious collective, so your thinking votes count too. And I'm glad that you're here, and thank you for supporting me. Excuse me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.